Hi, my name is Jess. I'm one of the teaching artists with Victory Gardens, and I am going to be teaching you all a fast and furious little improv game that I love to do with my students back when we were in the physical space, and I tested it out and it works pretty well working in the virtual space. So it is called What Are You Doing? All right, so first things first, before the class comes in, I like to set it up so that my students know exactly what order that they will be expected to perform in. So I put their names through a little randomizer so no one can be like, I'm always going first or he's always going first. I just throw all their names into a randomizer. It pops out an order. I keep that, I copy and paste that, and then I put it into the chat. Second, I make sure that everyone in the room, in the Zoom room or the Google Meet room, has changed their view from the grid view and hit those little three dots that work the settings and make it go from grid view to speaker view if you are in Zoom, and then spotlight view if you are in Google Meets. So after all of that pre-work is done, then you can hop into what are you doing. So the game runs as follows. So first person goes and they begin doing an activity that has a gesture and a sound that combine to make an activity. So if I were doing, it looks like I'm vacuuming, right? So that would be what your first kid is up to. After that, the second kid unmutes their mic and then goes, Jess, what are you doing? And then what I would have to do is reply with anything but what I am actually doing. So if I'm doing this, the gesture and the sound that come together to make vacuuming, I would have to say anything but what I'm actually doing. So I could say, I'm making breakfast for Oprah. And so the person who asked me what I was doing now has to jump in with what I just said I was doing, but they have to do it. So the second person's like, oh, okay. Oprah likes pancakes and Oprah likes a poached egg. They would continue doing that combination, that activity, until the third person asks, hey, you, what are you doing? And then they would reply, the person who was making breakfast for Oprah, they would reply with anything except what they were doing. This continues until everyone has had a chance to go. And if you know your group and they don't need the order, they will take it upon themselves to jump in, then that works as well. But if you have a group that's a little shyer and they need a little more structure, I would say start with having them know what order they are supposed to go in, just so that everyone gets a chance. It helps us work on our yes impulse to make sure that we are responding to the information we're given without too much think time and editing time, like, no, that's a bad idea, no, that's a bad idea, so that we can all jump and play and have a moment in the spotlight. So yeah, that's the game. Hope you enjoy it.